Welcome back, fellow milk drinkers, to yet another Monday Milk Review. My name is Jacob, and today we're going to be looking at one of Oak's newest flavors to hit the market. That's right, it's the Oak HOKEY POKEY. Now, obviously, HOKEY POKEY is a made-up name. It doesn't mean anything, unless you already know what it means. HOKEY POKEY refers to an ice cream flavor, which is usually a mix of vanilla and honeycomb. And that's exactly what I'm expecting from this one today. It is one of Oak's thick range. I think it's called Oak Plus. Nah, it's just called Oak Thick Shake. It's such a weird way to define a range. It's just the Oak Thick Shake. Thick Shake's too long of a word. Oak marketing needs to probably have a better way to define their drink range. Not that I'm anyone to really speak on marketing, but hey, that's some free advice from a consumer. As we're now talking about a new flavor to hit the market, let's quickly talk about a few other new drinks that have hit the market. I have not located any of them so far. There is a Super Duper flavored milk range, which I've seen only one image floating about. I have no confirmation that these are real yet. I haven't seen them in person, and only one picture floats around. I have, however, found the pineapple version on Woolworth's website. But that being said, there's also the bubblegum and raspberry to add to those three. Oak has one more flavor that's hit the market. I haven't yet located it, but it's a gingerbread flavor. I've actually reviewed a gingerbread flavored milk really long ago in the past. I'm talking like 2 years ago when the first gingerbread milk hit the market, which was by Ram from Aldi. Very quickly, I've just found out there's actually heaps new flavors on the market that I didn't even know about before. This is an update as of a couple hours ago. I've just found out about a company called Brown's Dairy, which has released 3 new flavors. I think Brown's Dairy is based in Western Australia, so I probably won't be able to try these ones, but I'll put them up on screen. There's a Gold, which is smooth caramel and white chocolate, a Cinnabon, which I can imagine is a very doughy mixed with cinnamon and some sort of vanilla cream, and then there's also a caramelized biscuit flavor. Again, I probably won't be able to try all of these, but just letting you know that those ones are now available. There's also another by Dairy Farmers, which is a banana split. I love banana flavored milk, but a massive issue has been that there's just no options on the market. There's Breaker, there's the Rokeby or Rokeby, I don't know how to say their name, and that's it. That's all we get in Queensland. I know people in New South Wales have an oak banana flavor, but sadly that's just not available to us. It's not available to us commonly. We do have like the Bingray banana, but that's really hard to find. But anyway, that's enough for those new flavored milks. Let's go back to the other scene. Hopefully I'll be able to find it. Make sure you subscribe so you can see those drinks when I find them. With the new flavors of the market out of the way, let's get into Oak's HOKEY POKEY. Being one of the thick shake range, they heavily recommend that you shake them for 10 seconds before drinking. So let's go and do that now. I wonder how accurate I was to 10 seconds. Let's open it up. Wow, that smells so nice. It's really reminiscent of what you would expect, a crunchy or violet crumble. You can really smell the honeycomb in this. I don't get any hints. Actually, no, I do. I can get the slightest tinge of a vanilla ice cream scent. It's definitely in there. Let's pour it in and have a look. Wow, you can just see how thick that was by the way that it just sort of fell in on itself as it pours into the glass. Let's give it a quick smell. Wow, that honeycomb smell is great. I actually really love honeycomb. There's been a heap of Choc honeycombs that have come out in the last year, and they've been fantastic. I really like Choc honeycomb. So to finally see something which has a much stronger, more focused approach to the honey side of things is actually really greatly appreciated. I love this market diversity. I'll put up some pictures of ones that I know. Speaking of putting up pictures, here are the nutritional informations to those who are concerned. But with all the information out of the way, let's get into that taste. So my first experience wasn't great. The issue is when I first took my drink, I got a ton of foam in my mouth, which absolutely distracted me from the flavor. The flavor is honestly really nice, but then we're starting to see personal preference impact my view. I don't really like Oak's thick shake range all that much. I find them a little bit too thick, and I feel like that detracts from its overall experience. There's definitely going to be some people out there who disagree with me, and that's totally fine, but this is just my personal preference. preference. I find that when a drink is too thick, it starts to feel way too heavy. But being completely upfront and honest, this is delicious. I love this flavor. It's to the point where I can actually probably overlook its thickness because I enjoy its flavor so much. But I will again admit some more bias. I actually find HOKEY POKEY to be one of my favorite ice cream flavors. There's a group of ice cream flavors that I really love, and I'd probably say it's Choc mint, blueberry, and then HOKEY POKEY. There's probably a few more that I can't really... Oh, boysenberry. Boysenberry. I love boysenberry. There's probably a bunch more that I'm forgetting, but those are some of my standout flavors. I think the greatest thing about it is that the flavor is nowhere near overpowering. It's got that really nice smooth vanilla coated in honey flavor. It's great. I'm definitely gonna finish that as I'm editing. That's not often that I get to have a drink that I enjoy so thoroughly. Of course, I can't give it perfect marks, so I think I'm gonna have to give it a 9.5 out of 10. I hate doing these half ratings, but I feel like that's more appropriate. There is room to improve. The thickness, I'm just not a fan of. I think that they could do better to see a midway range between Oak's standard consistency and their thick shake range. I think somewhere between there would be a much nicer experience. I forgot to mention it earlier, but I found this one at Woolworths. I have no clue where it's going to be in future. It could be expanding to Coles. It may not expand to Coles. We don't know. I found this yesterday, and I am so far the only person who's even found it. I haven't seen any public posts about it yet. I perhaps could be the very first person to even post publicly about it. Not that that's really much to be proud of, but it just goes to show that there's very little exposure for this flavor yet. I implore anyone who likes HOKEY POKEY, the ice cream flavor, to give this one a shot. Even though I kind of avoid the thick shake range, I actually really like this one, and I can see myself buying this again over one of my staple choices, the Norco Realized Chocolate. But that about wraps us up for this week's episode of the Monday Milk Review. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. If you want to support me and this channel, please drop likes, comment. I'll respond to you when I can. I'm not the best at that. You guys probably know, but I get around to it when I can. The very first soda seminar video is going to probably come out next weekend. I'm looking at the Fanta White Peach. If you participated in the poll for that recently, thank you very much. I'm very happy to see so much engagement in these posts, and it allows me to provide content that you want to see first. But anyway, thank you once again, and I'll see you next week in the Monday Milk Review. Bye bye now.